No.
Well done, agents un, der, and toi. You know, I thought it was going to take us a little longer to do the job than that, but we mustn't dally. Time is fugiting, as they say. Have you got the getaway car ready?
Roger, Commander Whale.
Fantastic. And have you got the hotel room booked for later?
Roger, Commander Whale.
Wonderful. And have you got that hot woman and cold martini ready for me?
Yes, Roger the woman, Commander Whale.
Yes, good. Well, we'll cue in Burt any moment now, and then, what? Don't worry about me, guys. Make your escape over the roof, and I'll meet you on the ground as soon as I've finished with this devil. Off you go! For goodness sake, guys, what's taking you so long? Oh, never mind. Cut, cut, cut. Now, listen, you at home may have thought that we were making a new James Bond movie. We, of course, were not. These guys are totally over the top. In fact, they're all window cleaners. And you do this for a living?
That's right, James, we do.
How many windows do you clean a year?
A year, millions, not thousands, but millions.
I thought that all these high-rise places now had those sort of cradles outside that were built in with the buildings.
A lot of the structures that are designed nowadays are architecturally not designed for window cleaners to use, so we have to come off abseiling ropes to get to them.
Now, you do this all over the country?
All over the country, everywhere, yeah.
Uh-huh. Now, window cleaners quite often see things that other people... You're right, you with me?
I'm all right.
You sure?
Yeah.
OK,
yeah,
fine. Window cleaners quite often see things that other people don't, you know.
That's right,
changing in boudoirs, sex in the loos, that sort of stuff. What have you seen?
Oh, you name it, we've seen it.
Really?
Really.
And have you ever been paid by people to sort of go through the window and deliver a box of chocolates or
Not
anything
quite
like that?
yet, but we're hoping for it.
You're hoping for it?
Yeah, someday.
Now, what do these guys need to be able to do to join the organisation?
A whole lot of nerve, and it helps if they're single.
Really? Why?
Really? Why? Because of all the propositions they get when they're coming down the ropes.
Is that right? It's a fairly sexy thing?
For sure.
Uh-huh.
No, it's not every day you see a man hung outside your window, is it?
I suppose everybody wants to know what's the highest building you've abseiled down? How many floors?
24 floors, James.
What's it like coming out of a window 24 floors up?
Depends how strong the wind is, James.
Now, I didn't do it this time, I must admit, because I'm far too important to get the insurance to do this. But I actually have abseiled, and it's that step out over the ledge that is the most frightening thing.
That's right. Once you know that the equipment's got hold of you, then you've no fears.
You get frightened, don't you? I can see it on your little face.
No, I don't get frightened at all.
You don't get frightened at all?
No.
Nothing. Are you sure?
Frightened. I'm positive, yeah,
He looks frightened. How long have you been doing it?
About 2 years now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And when a new guys come along, do you take the mick out of them and do that sort of stuff?
Generally, yeah, sometimes. But I mean, when they first get over the top, obviously they need confidence before they go down, and we give them plenty of that, and they have to have confidence in their equipment before they go over.
OK, guys, thank you very much indeed. That was a brilliant beginning to the show, and I'll let you go off and get warm now. Tally-ho. You follow me, we'll go into the studio and start off another amazing James Whale show. This is Carl on the camera tonight. You've never done this before, have you? It was Carl, wasn't it? Yes, it was, yes. OK, fine, in we go. And I hope you're warm at home with them. Is it warm for this time of year? Fine. You all right there? Good, fine, that's lovely, yes. Here we go. Oh, do-do-do. Welcome to you at home. Greetings. And here we are, the second show of the new year. And isn't it going swimmingly so far? I think it is. And this lovely rabble, have a little look over here to the audience. We dragged them off the street. Oh, no, sorry, Simon, not you. Yes, sorry. We dragged them off the street earlier, and we'll be talking to some of them maybe a little later on. But first, here we go on the James Whale Show tonight. And a new feature I have decided on the programme is this. The holiday competition, we thought we'd kick the map into touch because, let's face it, we have been to practically everywhere in the country so far. And another jump, Michael? OK, another jump like this. Sort of. Oh! Can you pan down? Because there's a pillock down here. Cool. Look at this. What?
Right, Mum.
Oh, new cameraman over here. New cameraman over here. This is Carl. OK, that's Carl. Give a nice little ripple for Carl. OK. Right. Enough. Now, the competition, I thought we'd do it differently. So, you know all those shows on television that unashamedly are sexist and have hostesses. So I thought we'd do the same thing. And every television programme should have a hostess. So each week, we're going to invite Kooki to walk through the star curtain. And here it is. As soon as anybody, not only Kooki, but any guest comes through this curtain, I want rapturous applause, not only here in the studio, but you at home as well. So get ready to cue the fanfare. Ladies and gentlemen, first time tonight, here's Kooki! Oh, isn't that wonderful? Isn't that marvellous? Did you enjoy that?
I did. That was fabulous. Thank you,
Yes.
thank you, thank you.
Oh, good. And lots of letters from all your fans have been writing,
Yeah,
of course.
I will reply to them all, but...
You won't?
I will. I'm not like you, James. Yes, I will. I will, I promise.
Are you having a problem with the costume
yes, I'm having
tonight?
terrible trouble.
Are you? Yes, don't
Should
do
have put
that.
something sensible on, shouldn't I?
You should, really. In fact, perhaps the viewer would like to write and suggest what you could wear each week as you come through the
Yeah,
curtain.
all right. If you can send some
Now-
to us, I'm running out, actually.
You are, yes.
Yeah.
You are supposed to have a gold envelope
There you
to
go.
give me this.
Yeah, that is the gold envelope.
That is, OK,
I'll
fine.
stay.
And I open it up and I say, right, winner of... You don't touch. Right, OK.
I wouldn't mind
Which is camera 2, for goodness sake. I thought in the new year we were going to have numbers on the cameras like other programmes. This one here, yes, I know. This is the profile of Kooki, so if I read it from... No, that's probably not a good idea.
No.
Sue Waller from...
Ashington, Essex.
Yeah, she's off to...
Rhodes.
Fantastic, that's very good.
Congratulations, well done.
Yes. Now, a nice round of applause, yes. Now, your chance this week, we always do this, and it's almost like being on a quiz show.
I'm sorry, but Gary's giving me the...
Oh, forget him. Don't worry. You know, you want to see what Jerry Hayes is doing, that's the thing. I beg your pardon. This is going to ruin... Listen, if you don't behave on this show this year, your political future is ruined. OK, fine. Now, back over here. Could we do the competition?
Yes,
right,
done.
OK, here we go. Who is... This is for a holiday.
Right.
A holiday for 2 people. Where is it?
It doesn't say.
It doesn't
Canaries,
say. Oh, Canary, yes, the Canary. Where does it say the Canaries? Oh, yes.
the Mediterranean.
The Canaries.
Or the
Yeah,
Mediterranean.
it's definitely the Canaries. Oh, I think... Hang on, where... Oh, Mediterranean. It's somewhere lovely. Anyway, all... That's a bit high, wasn't it? All you have to do is answer this question. Who is the... Well, you can read it. I mean,
Okay, who is the governor of Hong Kong?
Yes, good.
King Kong?
King Kong?
Chris Patton?
No, not him. Yeah. Or...
Emperor Ming?
Emperor Ming. Right. 0891 48 49 50. 0891 48 49 50. You can ring that number until midnight on Sunday. The best of luck. Thank you very much indeed. And come here, come here, come here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You look after those. We'll see you later for the competition. Thank you. Now, please would you welcome my first guest tonight, the incomparable Mr. Burt Kwouk. Oh, dear. Burt, nice to see you. Thanks for coming up on the roof. Did you enjoy that?
I like cold, freezing roofs.
You do?
Yes.
And it was cold and it was freezing up there.
freezing,
Yes,
yeah.
but we thank you very much indeed for doing that. Now, Burt, because our friend Baz Bamingboy is on his travels, we asked Burt to come in, who is now officially the Far East correspondent of the James Wales Show. We have Jerry Hayes as our political correspondent, Gary Jacobs as our legal eagle, and now we have Burt Kwouk as our Far East
Yes, I mean,
correspondent.
going back to your quiz,
Quiz.
I should have been the governor of Hong Kong, shouldn't I?
You should have.
Yes.
You should
However,
have. But I don't know why they missed you out, really.
I know, they thought I'd do a better job as a film critic.
OK, so that's what you're going to do for us tonight.
Absolutely.
And we're going to go... Should we go straight into this film clip? Clip. I'm sorry about that. That was almost racist, wasn't it? Film clip. And this is... Michael, look, I couldn't do a television presenter's link into anything, even if I wanted to. But I'll try to. I'll try to. Now, we asked Burt to watch John Woo's new film. John Woo is a very well-known... He's a director of some note. And his first film is out on video over here He is known for his violent shots. Shall we see it before we talk about it?
Why not?
Let us look at the clip now.
Quickly! It's an emergency!
I hate it. Listen, we had some worse clips than that, but that was the only one I would allow to be shown because the tomato ketchup goes rampant. It's all over the walls, all over the floor. It's not John Woo's first, it's his third film out here. What's it like?
Well, it's a very violent film. The violence is very, very well done. That clip is one of the least violent of the, you know.
I know, that's why I put it on.
There are several gunfights that are wonderfully well choreographed and edited, and the rhythm of the fight. I'm not going to get into the debate about screen violence. John Woo is now having a huge success in California and is Flavor of the Month just now.
Well, it seemed to me very badly dubbed.
Yeah, the only thing I have to say about the dubbing is that because I speak Chinese and can also understand it, curiously enough,
What was... Never mind. OK, yeah, go on, Bert, yes.
I would have liked to have heard the actual voices of the actual actors.
But they'd have been speaking Chinese.
Yeah, that's not
and
a
then
problem.
we wouldn't have been able to understand it, Bert.
Well,
That's
that
very
is true,
selfish.
but it's an action film.
Oh, you didn't need any
You don't really need a lot of... I would have liked to have heard the actual. However, this is a dubbed version. Now, I'm not against dubbing of films, but I just wish I could have heard the actual voices of the actual actors. Of its kind, of its genre, yeah, it's very well done and hugely enjoyable. And yes, it
Is it going
very
to... I mean,
violent.
last little bit on this. Is it actually going to encourage people to be more violent, do you think, or not? Or is it silly?
Yeah, I'm not sure that films which are made in such a way, a stylized, mannered, unreal kind of way, because this violence is not real. Real violence isn't like that. Real violence is what you see on the news.
Sure.
In places like Bosnia.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
I agree.
This is fantasized violence. And
If they offered, would you appear in a film like that?
it would depend on the money, wouldn't it, James?
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Burt Kwouk. And I have to tell you, we are one of the few programmes on British television that can afford to get Burt on the show, OK? We got rid of the map, but I thought we'd have the globe, and I thought we would, this year, go for the whole world. James Whale takes over the entire world this year, and why not? Why not? I think we should. Right, some music now, and a man who I'm told is becoming the latest teeny phenomenon by his manager, who got hold of me not so long ago. He said, got to give him some welly, this guy's going to be really big. So we'll see, we'll see. He's here for his first showing on national television. We had him first on this programme. Apparently he can't walk down the street without people wanting to rip off his clothes. A little like Jerry Hayes. So please, will you welcome singing? I'm not sure what we changed the song, haven't we? 15-second wonderful, is it? OK, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Louis Stone.
Such a big mouth, I can't believe what you say. You always make me ask, and then say no way. It's time to grow, 'cause I know you never care. Give me some of the pain, I really want you there. Ow. 15-second wonder. Seeing you on TV, 15 seconds doctor. See you when I'm back to say, really something, really something. Ba, ba, ba. 2 fingers to the world, I'm gonna keep my strong. You only play with yourself, I wanna rock you with the wall. You're right on the town. You know what it's all about. When you turn yourself on, you're a jukebox busted out. 15-second wonder. Seeing you on TV. 15 seconds stop. See you in a magazine. Mirror Sunday. Mirror Sunday. Ba ba ba. Come on, give it to me. Oh, baby. Such a boss. You're such a tease. Got a wonderful summer. Don't leave me on break. Gotta come.
Thank you, Louise Stone, and 15-second wonderful. And I was very glad to see that Jerry managed to keep himself from tearing Louise's clothes off there, but who knows, a little later on. Now, before we take the break, competition time. And competition? What are you doing? Just give me the competition, and that's all you have to do. You right, Bert?
So far.
Good, 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 good. OK, your chance. Your chance to win a holiday for 2 people in the Canaries. All you have to do is answer this question. Who is the governor of Hong Kong? It isn't Bert. Who is the governor of Hong Kong? Is it King Kong, Chris Patton or Emperor Ming? The phone lines are open till midnight on Sunday. You can think about your answer. You can ring 0891 48 49 50 now and join us again in a couple of minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Last week, of course, we had our Elvis show. This is Danny Fisher. Not his real name, I hasten to add. We decided he was the winner of all our Elvises because he did it differently. He was the young Elvis, weren't you?
That's right.
And we decided to give you a prize. Danny Fisher, of course, was the character in which Kid Creole was...
King Creole.
King Creole.
Yeah.
Kid Creole was a singer, wasn't he, with coconuts?
May have been, yeah.
OK. So would you take this with our love?
Yeah, cheers.
And it's lovely. So please, would you give him a nice round of applause? This is an Elvis Presley clock. Thank you very much indeed. Danny Fisher, ladies and gentlemen. Well done. You see this? Next week, I want for the money, a 2 for the... That's enough. Anyway, this is your own home karaoke machine. I'm absolutely hooked on the shopping channel. More of that next week. I'm hooked on it. This is a terrific machine. We've got it to give away. It's your own personal karaoke machine and plays tapes and does all that sort of thing, as you can hear. Yeah. And all you have to do for a chance of winning this, turn it off now, if you would like to win this, it's a writing competition. All you have to do is write on the back of a postcard or a sealed envelope to the address over here, the new address, OK, the James Whale Show. That's good. That's nice. OK. It's the address, but it's only a couple of weeks old, Mr. Mansfield, so we have to get used to it. To MMTV, 5 to 7 Carnaby Street, London, W1. And, I beg your pardon? I know it's the same address, Michael. Would you shut up, please? You are not going to appear on my programme, OK? You have got cue the music. Shut up. Anyway, so, did I give you the question? No. OK. The question is, to win the karaoke machine, who was the original host of Opportunity Knocks? Who was the original host of Opportunity Knocks? Because, of course, with this, we may find some new talent and you may appear on the programme right as soon as you can to the James Whale Show, 5 to 7 Carnaby Street, blah, 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 blah. My next guests coming now through the curtain, please, would you welcome Mr. Simon Hughes and Mr. Jerry Hayes? Now, as somebody wrote in the paper, Jerry Hayes, of course, appears on the programme purely as a little bit of decoration, because if he gets a little bland, a little sort of boring and whatever, we have him here as decoration. I do like my profile. But anyway, there we are. Simon, welcome to the show.
Thank you, James.
Now, as you are a spokesman for the Liberal Democrat Party in many issues. Many issues.
On every issue. No, not every issue.
OK, are you friends?
He's not a spokesman on any issue.
No, do you?
I
know. Well, his political career, of course, is being guided by myself, Simon.
Yes, I know.
And maybe, you know, if you want some
in
help
and out
as well,
at the moment,
in and out,
James.
but I think, you know, I think it'll do quite well. What are we going to be looking at this year? 1995. Serious note, we have done, I was quite pleased last year, quite a lot to bring the animal welfare issues to public attention. There's going to be a private member's bill, or it hasn't come in yet. No, of course, you've only just got back, haven't you, after your long holiday. Will you all be supporting this bill? Some Tories, I've heard, will be.
There's a better chance it will go through. It's a bill to ban fox hunting or blood sports.
I don't think James meant that.
No. There are two bills, Simon. I better just tell you.
There are several animals.
There are several, but there's one to ban the transportation of live animals.
There is.
Which apparently all parties may now support.
I think that has a very good chance of getting through. There are Tories who are clear. They've come out in the last week saying the Minister of Agriculture cannot have anything to do with the export of eels from his farm. And so the Tories voting with us as well.
And what about Lib Dems? Because some of you were saying, oh, no, we're not too happy about that.
I think on that, most of our people will be in favour. There's not
Whip
a party
them into
line
shape,
of these
Simon.
things. We
Whip them
try
into
to
shape.
whip them into shape, but you know how it is. Free-thinking parties.
The bill that's coming through as well, which I think really should be looked at. I mean, it's barbaric now to hunt for fun. And a lot of the... not your supporters, because I don't think there might be a couple of hunts in where you are, but...
Well, there are, actually.
And are you going to vote against this?
I've always voted against
Good
hunting.
boy, good boy. Can I say that's not too patronising?
No.
Good man. OK, because, let's face it, if you get your jollies chasing animals around the country and trying to kill them, then there's something not quite right in the head, as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely right.
And you will be doing something about it.
It only failed last time by 25 votes, I think.
Yeah.
And there's a stronger group now. So it could get through.
You can ride round in your red coats and all that with a... It's nice to look at, but you don't have to kill things.
Drag hunts.
That's
Drag
true.
hunts, yes. And, of course, you like a lot of drag hunts.
James!
Anyway. Sorry, no, he's...
Let's watch it. I'm on your case.
Prisons.
A few things to watch there.
Yes, Simon?
Like, will Michael Howard escape?
What is wrong?
Or will he get locked up? Or certified?
Okay, it's OK to blame politicians, and we should, and they need a good tongue-lashing quite regularly.
Yep.
But surely the people who work in prisons have to take quite a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, they do, but the question is, at the moment, nobody seems to take the responsibility. If it's not Michael Howard, it's not Derek Lewis, and it's not the governor, it's not the warden. Who is it?
What about the prison officers? No one seems to talk about them.
Well, why?
They're actually the guys who lock them up, but some of them are not even cooperating.
I mean, the real issue is that the government have put everything off to agencies, and therefore they say it's not us, it's the agency.
But you know, since
the agencies never get sacked, they get bonuses.
But Simon, since there's been an agency, which was 1992, less prisoners have been escaping than ever before. And not many people appreciate that. It was in the
Not a lot of
newspapers
people
the other
know
day.
that.
No, not many people know that.
Yes, but I mean...
There have been more suicides.
but
There have
true.
been more suicides.
Well, you can't blame the Home Secretary for that.
Well, what we
you don't
can
know.
blame, though, guys, is the fact that we seem to lock up... Do we have more crimes committed in this country?
No.
I mean, or do we just catch...
gone
We
down,
don't catch more.
We lock up more people
Why?
than every other country except for Turkey, for no good reason. Because we don't have imaginative alternatives. The Dutch put people in prison at weekends, keep them out in the week so they can earn money, keep the family going. Be a much more sensible system. We put people in prison for not paying their TV licence and things.
Put people in prison to punish them.
Oh,
We do.
really? You'll be
Yes.
telling me you like a good thrashing before long, won't you? I can't believe you said that.
You don't go to prison for weekends.
No, but we lock
Jerry.
too many... But you don't lock somebody up for not paying their TV fine.
No, that's a different matter.
Or for not paying their maintenance or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not so sure. There's a lot of women out there who have got no alternative, but if someone is in contempt of court, in other words, refusing to pay and letting these women and children suffer, they should be suffering.
But whether
They should
you
be
take
punished.
them out of society and give them no chance to earn seems to be nonsense.
Well,
and they
Finally,
earn money
all
in
right.
prison.
Yeah.
Finally, one last thing, guys, and we'll invite Simon back perhaps later on in the year, if that's all right, Simon. You'd like
That'd be
to
brilliant.
come back. Will MPs become
become more accountable to the voters this year? And do you think MPs could do something to try and make sure that the people of this country realise that they have it in their power, if they go out and vote and if they get in touch with their MPs, to actually make a difference?
A couple of serious points. Firstly, that about a quarter of people never vote at all, and some people never even put themselves on the list. So if they take the power, it does do things. And people like this man have very marginal seats. And if people wanted to vote, they could make a difference. Very few people make a difference. And now in Parliament, there isn't a clear majority anymore.
Simon,
and that, too, can make a difference.
Thank you both very much indeed. And perhaps we can talk about this at a later date. Ladies and gentlemen, Simon Hughes and Jerry Hayes. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, we like to bring you new and exciting features on the James Whale Show. Tonight is no exception. Please put your hands together and welcome the amazing Louise!
Are you all right, Louise?
Yeah, fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
Are you... Oh, fine. How long have you been doing this, Louise?
11 years.
11 years. Have you got arthritis yet or not?
No, not yet.
Yeah?
Mine's... It's...
Yeah. You could... No, there's more. There's more. There's lots more. In a minute. Oh. I don't know which way to get round to talk to her, really, is it? Oh, you got to go that way round, right? I can talk to you that way. Oh, you go that way round, do you? Oh, right, fine, okay. Can I talk to you as you're coming down, Louise? Okay, I'm sorry about this, Louise. Okay, we're rooting for you here,
Louise. No, hang on. No, hang on, just a minute. Just a minute, get this up. And she's going to drink it. There we are. Oh! Louise, come down here one moment. That's lovely. How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it for 11 years.
I know, you did tell me before, but you're not double-jointed.
No.
No, you're just very supple.
Very supple.
And you've probably seen parts of your body that lots of other people have never seen, haven't you?
No.
Would you come back and do some more for us another time?
Yes, of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, Louise, the amazing. Thank you. Great. Now... OK. I was so carried away, I forgot what we were doing now.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, more music from Louise Stone, and he's singing a song now called Naked.
Come into this world, just a boy and a girl. While there's so much fighting, when we're all so beautiful. Love you, baby, the things that you do. I need you, honey, need the things that you say. Got to see you naked. Got to feel the smooth skin. Come on, show me everything. I've got to see the real you. Like the day you were born, all your pretenses are gone. We can be so free, naked like you and me. Love you, baby, the things that you do. I need you, honey, need the things that you say. Got to see you naked. Got to feel the smooth skin. Come on, show me everything. I've got to see the real you. Wide world, using every day. Take me out and show me the way. Wide world, using every day. Take me out and show me the way. Come on, show me. Naked like you and me. Naked, we can be free. Naked like you and me. Naked, we can be free. Naked, we can be free.
Louise Stone and Naked. Now, just before the break, the competition. Don't forget your chance to win a
Oh, hang on. Oops, don't go. Wait a minute, I'm having trouble.
a holiday in the Mediterranean or the Canary Islands. All you have to do is answer this
Do it.
simple question.
Daughter.
Who is the governor of Hong Kong?
Sorry, I'm sorry. Just
Hong Kong?
concentrate.
Yeah, OK. Is it King Kong, Chris Patton, or the Emperor Ming? 08 91 48 49 50. The phone lines are open till midnight Sunday. Ring that number now. Who knows? You could take Kooki with you. I'm over here tonight. Now, I thought we'd start with a few letters, and thank you for the letters which are coming in. A letter from Chris, who lives in N12, and he says, James, I wonder if you could help. Please, please, that's in London, by the way, N12 in London, as opposed to N12 in Glasgow or N12 anywhere else. Please, could you tell the noisy
blighters probably, who drive the night bus, who park it right outside my window when he's early, and usually when I'm watching your wonderful show deserves a little cheer. I think that's fine. To clear off... Do you see? Care in the community is not working. Now, to clear off, lost my place now. So anyway, whoever at the end, well, we'll find out actually for you, Chris, and we'll get in touch, because as far as I can see, in fact, Mr. Hayes, you shouldn't be leaving a bus running for 15 to 20 minutes outside somebody's window.
It's probably a government service waiting for some little old lady.
I don't care. Get it fixed, all right?
Get it fixed.
That's your letter. Get it fixed. Thank you very much indeed for that. Reverend Peter Kwouk, actually, wrote to us, and he said, well, I was going to sit here, that's why it's empty. And you couldn't expect a member of the audience on this show, you get in here, to have a seat like that. I mean, who did that? Can you see that? Gary Jacobs. Anyway. Is that... Can you get rid of... It was Gary.
It was a curry.
Yeah, give that back to me. You can take it home. Gary. All right, OK.
Gary, come here.
Anyway, thank you very much indeed. This is a nice letter that comes in about the programme that we did on AIDS, and we've passed your wishes on, Peter, to the guy who wrote in. And finally, somebody calls himself Chuchi Face. Apparently they're a team of neglected hamsters. Guinea pigs, and there they are. And this says, I'm the leader called Chuchi Face, who have had all 4 legs broken by someone who thought that we would write to you about this time of year. The reason being is that everybody says about dogs and cats, but nobody says anything about small rodents like guinea pigs and hamsters. So treat them well, OK? Thank you very much indeed. That's it for the letters. That's the address, OK? The James Whale Show, blah, 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 blah. Over there, fine, fine. Good. What are you doing sitting on the floor? Please, makeup is over there. Fine, that's good. Thank you very much indeed for that. Now, you're going to enjoy this. This is a little bit of film made by one of our wonderful viewers, and if you could do this as well, or maybe even better, who knows, we could have it on the programme. This is called The Green Knight. And what you have to do at home and here in the studio, every time you see the Green Knight who's going to save the universe, is you have to cheer. But let's now go into part 1 of this fantastic tale. Roll VT. Tonight's story, Heroes in Bondage. An alien being has developed a high-frequency ultrasonic doom ray. The Earth is doomed. Save our planet now. We must call on the good services of the Green Knight. He's alerted to the incident. Yay! Move to automatic jet thrusters. That looked remarkably like something else to me. Save planet Earth. Join in when we find another instalment of that. Have we got another instalment? We don't know, but we need another instalment. So if you could do that, send it in to us. We need some home videos. We don't pay anything for it. Just send it and we'll have a laugh. Right. Here's a man who has appeared on the programme several times, and he will, I'm sure, appear several times more. A man who is about... sorry, I beg your pardon? Fine. A man who... Forget the fanfare? Why? Oh, we can't have the fanfare? Oh, damn and blast! Damn and blast! Never mind. No. Da-da-da. In a minute. But here's a man who knew Marlene Dietrich well, appeared on a record with her, and a man who was a close friend of Ava Gardner's, and a man who is now going to come and help us get money out of the National Lottery. Because I figure if we do something for opera on this programme, then we should get money from the National Lottery. Shut your mouth up there, thank you. I know it's good, but please, control yourself. You've wet yourself once, don't make a habit of it.
And you see, what you do now is I forget where I am in the programme. Now, please, ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to watch as we go all the way... Oh, hang on, what was I going to say? No, what is it? What is sophisticated? No, it's... Oh, for goodness sake, what is the word? You know, it's... No, sophisticated, but no, highbrow. You know, sort of... Cultural. Good one, yeah. Friend from Glasgow got that right. OK, Glasgow, right. So now, as we go along the cultural path, please would you welcome Mr. Allan Civ.
I've chosen for you tonight Mascagni's opera Cavalleria Rusticana. It's set in Sicily, and you have to imagine, in fact, that it is on Easter Day. It is morning, or at least it's just before the dawn has fully risen, and a young girl comes down the street, but she is listening intensely to the fact that a young man is singing and serenading under a window. The thing is that the young man is her lover, Turiddu. We also realise that it's possible that she is in fact pregnant by this man. Now, Turiddu has been a soldier. He didn't love her. He was in love with somebody called Lola. But when he came back, Lola had married the local cartier, the richest fella in the village. But he started his affair again with her while carrying on an affair with Santuzza. As the dawn has risen, Santuzza goes to the inn which is run by Mamma Lucia, the mother of Turiddu. And she tells the whole story, the sad story, that she feels she's cursed and she cannot enter the church on the sacred day of Easter because she's frankly known carnal desire. Right, Turiddu appears. A terrible scene takes place between the two of them in which she pleads. She breaks down, she weeps. So there's one thing men don't like, it's weeping women. Whereupon, at that moment, Lola appears. She's a bit of a brazen hussy. She comes down the street and she starts flirting with him outrageously. And she says to Santuzza, "You're not coming into church then," and leads into church herself. When the two are left together, of course, the row really breaks out, and eventually he takes hold of Santuzza and flings her to the floor as she curses him on that Easter morning. Lola's husband now appears, and the incited, jealous, and broken Santuzza incites him to virtually to murder. When, in fact, the young man comes out of the church, he offers wine in the inn of his mother. But Alfio, married to Lola, says no and challenges him to a duel. Now, in Sicily, when you accept the duel, you have to bite the ear of the man, and that's what they do. Now, to all intents and purposes, the young local hero should be able to easily win in a duel. But wait a minute. They go to an orchard behind the church. A woman rushes out down the street, screaming that Turiddu has been murdered and stabbed by Alfio. How? Alfio has had in his hand some sand. And as the young man goes towards him, Alfio throws it in his eyes and knifes him to death. You see, that is Cavalleria Rusticana, in other words, rustic chivalry. Thank you.
Well done, Al. Well done. I was moved.
It's a good story.
It's full of sex and violence and all the stuff that we could, you know.
And he wrote it when he was 26.
One day you come in, because we talked about it on the radio last year sometime, but we never talked about it on television, you and your relationship with Marlene Dietrich.
Yeah,
We'll
well,
do that sometime?
yeah.
Right, OK. Ladies and gentlemen, Allan Civ. Now, listen, she said to me a few moments ago, as soon as I get home tonight, this dress... No, that's not all right. This dress is going in the bin.
And what did Jerry Hayes say? Jerry said, no, 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 no.
I love it.
He said,
I love it.
he said,
We ought to auction it to the viewer.
should we?
Yes.
Anybody wants it, drop us a line, you can have it. Yeah, OK. Any MP would like Cookie's dress, you can have it. Right, before we go tonight, lots of legal problems, I know, with all those of you who've been up to naughties since Christmas. So please, would you welcome now? Get ready for the fanfare, OK? Get ready for the fanfare. Let's go back to our star curtain. In future, this is a major part of the programme. And coming through the curtain now, ladies and gentlemen, the legal eagle, Mr. Gary Jacobs. Gary. Excuse me, just a minute. It's just a minute. Did I not hear the fanfare? Is the fanfare queued up now? Why not? Oh, didn't we rehearse it like that? Oh, OK, fine. Well, if I was to go through the curtain, could we get the fanfare ready if I did that now? OK, fine. Yeah, OK, well, hang on just a minute. This is what you should have got. This is what you should have got.
I shall watch with interest.
Because this is good. Right, are we ready? Here we go. Cue the fanfare. OK, right, into the first letter. Here's Gary.
We have a very interesting short letter here, but it says a lot. Somebody had a solicitor to whom they paid a lot of money, and the solicitor said...
Now, there's a surprising thing.
Yes, indeed. And the solicitor said, you will get another bill at the end of the case. Well, 2.5 years later, this person has been presented with a bill for 3 times the amount they expected it to be. And they're saying, what can I do? I'm saying, if this is a matter that went to court, what's called contentious, you can actually ask the court to assess the bill. It's called taxation. And they could even get another solicitor to go along and argue it was excessive. If it was what's called a non-contentious, such as conveyancing or something like that, they can actually ask the Law Society to do an assessment, and they do cut them down if they are excessive. Absolutely.
Yep.
No questions about that.
And if they don't get it cut down?
Then they have to pay the bill. Then they have to pay, well, they can get in touch, yes, but they have to pay the bill.
All right. Next one.
Right. The next one is that we have a tenant, who lives in a...
Council property?
No, I'm not entirely sure that it is, but the council want council tax. This tenant is, in fact, a student. There are 5 people who live in the house, and they are all students. And as I understand the law, students do not pay council tax. The council are pressing them... That's right? They don't, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, I thought so. And the council are demanding that this one student pay. And I'm saying to him that he should go along to the Citizens Advice Bureau, get them to write a letter, confirm he's a student, and he shouldn't have to pay.
Good.
The next one says, I've got to do an assignment for college on the Criminal Justice Bill. Can you give me some important information about the topic? Well, the answer to that is no. The bill is 170 clauses. It's very, very difficult, and you should read it for yourself.
Can't you do that in a couple of minutes? For goodness sake,
right.
Gary, can't you just do that?
What they've done is they've ruined our lives
That's
in
enough.
every
Back
respect.
to the letters. Poor little solicitors with no money and no prospects.
Oh, I haven't got on to that one yet.
OK, fine.
I haven't got on to that one yet. Somebody here has got a divorce in Scotland, and what they're saying is that the sheriff's name appears on the document, but it's not actually signed by the sheriff, but by somebody forging it, he says, false signature. The answer is that if you go to court and the court makes an order, the order will probably be done with a facsimile stamp or by somebody authorised to do so, so you've got nothing to complain about.
One quickie?
One quickie. One quickie. Yeah, I've got somebody who's got a letter. They say they love my shirt. They want the shirt off my back, the one with the teddy bears. Can they have it? The answer to that is no, I worked too hard for that. They want to know where they can get a copy of it.
Isn't it funny that this comes from just round the corner from where you live?
No, it doesn't.
But never mind.
I never noticed that. I never noticed that.
Anyway, thank you very much indeed.
You're very welcome.
All right, if you have a legal problem...
It's nowhere near where I live.
If you have a legal problem, all you have to do is write to us at the James Whale Show, care of MMTV, 5 to 7 Carnaby Street, London, W1. Next week, we will be talking, amongst others, to Kate Cray, who's written about her liaison with the Cray brothers and what it's like to be in prison. You'll enjoy that.
Yes,
we will also be doing something about the shopping channel. And what else have we got on next week, Michael? All sorts of things, including music from Noah. So that'll be very enjoyable indeed. So have a lovely weekend. Have a lovely weekend. Cook, are you ready? Come on, then. Let's go, guys. Shall we go? Yep. All right. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye to you. Thank you very much indeed. OK. Come on.